Okay, so time to head to the castle for our victory celebratory feast. So, just an advance warning, this part is not really going to be very action heavy. This is going to be pretty much all cutscenes, so brace yourselves. And as Zin says, if there's anything you want to take care of in town, you might want to do it now. You're going to be locked here until the morning if you go. Gee, I wonder why Estelle doesn't often get invitations to big events like this. Yeah, we've been here before. And hopefully you still recognize us from the tournaments. Actually, if they've been posted guarding here the whole time, they probably didn't even have a chance to see it. That guy's name is just like a few letters off of Private Atlas, and that makes me kind of laugh. Well, at least they didn't call him a bear this time. Yeah, how many other huge Eastern guys do you know? I think I've read somewhere that if the sprites are considered to scale, then Zin is actually really freaking tall. He's practically double the size of Tita. Oh, right, Olivier. Yeah, well, stuff has come up and he can't make it. And by stuff, I mean he'd cause an international incident if he came, so yeah. He's sitting this one out. I still love this door. Yeah, probably built to withstand quite a lot. Yes, and it's very similar to what we heard in that play. Again, I feel like the play is not entirely exactly something that happened, but it's just loosely based off a real noble versus commoners rebellion that occurred. And so here we are, the inside of Grancel Castle. Certainly looks pretty grand. And I saw out of the corner of my eye something beginning with Special Ops soldiers. Yeah, they're in here already. So maybe poking around here is not the wisest idea. Please tell me that's not the woman that I think it is. It is. Dang it. Remember, Estelle and Joshua, well, mostly Estelle, no antagonizing her. There'll be plenty of time for that later. Yes, it was, and you weren't actually fighting on Lawrence's team. I wonder why. Yeah. True. We've done some pretty impressive stuff at a young age. Much younger than you. Yeah, we've already met, and we had nothing to do with the incident in Zeiss at all. Nope. Absolutely not. We definitely did not infiltrate your secure facility. I knew she'd say that. Like, I absolutely knew she'd say that. Unfortunately, those words definitely imply that she's very much onto us. Again, she's onto us and she's trying to intimidate us. Let's not let that get to us. Oh yes, they'll take care of him, alright, but, yeah, let's not focus on that issue just yet. Good riddance. I mean, so sorry to see you go. Oh boy, if only you knew. Well, I mean, he did kinda hit on Julia earlier, and she seems pretty decent. You sure about that? I don't think so. Not in this case, at least. That's another thing that I feel like hearing that with the Japanese voice acting would have been interesting. Yeah, we could kind of figure that. And so we get a brief tour of this place. One day we might find out where all of these rooms lead. But now's not exactly the time for that. You've seen chandeliers before. Okay, well, yeah, they're probably not letting her use that. So is that where we'll need to go to deliver this message? Now, is that headmaid the person that we were told to see by Julia? If Julia can trust them, we probably can. I'd normally be in full trust nobody mode at this point, but again, any friend of Julia's is probably on our side. Well, this room is certainly lavish, and conveniently, there are 3 beds in here and not 4. It's almost like they knew Olivier wouldn't be coming. Unless they did actually find out and actually hastily remove one of the beds from this room. That would have taken a bit of effort. So, anywhere where there are special ops soldiers posted, probably a bad idea. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to get in there somehow. Which might not be happening this year. Well, yeah, that makes sense if they're being investigated for terrorism, but why the Treasury? What are they hiding in there? Oh, yeah, of course they are. So all the other guests are already in their respective rooms, as she says. And that means we can actually meet all of them. Remember, all of the, basically, heads of the various regions have arrived here. So it might be nice to catch up with a few of them. This is like the poshest hotel stay ever. You know, if you got to stay in a castle, yeah, who wouldn't kick back and relax like that? So yeah, we need to see the head maid, and let's try and get a Freikugel on our side. So if you want, you can actually go back in here and see that Zin is indeed resting. Speaking of the bar, there actually is a bar in this place. It's through this hallway, all the way up to the very end. Well, thankfully they serve non-alcoholic drinks. And no one's up there at the moment, but be sure to remember this bar for later, it's semi-important. So while we're here... Okay, I guess we're going to be seeing the regional heads in reverse order. Here is the Factory Chief Murdoch. I'm pretty sure talking to everyone here is optional, but I want to show that anyway. Yeah, we sure are. And by lots of people, we mostly mean Olivier and Zin. Well, I get the feeling you're here more for interrogation purposes than for ceremonial ones. So what you're saying is we're kind of on the clock here. We need to sort out this mess as soon as possible. We also have a second message to get to Her Majesty. Okay, so back to the first hallway that we started in. Oh yeah, here we go. Here is Mayor Maybelle and Lila. Lila's really lucky that she follows Maybelle wherever she goes, because I don't know if she would have been invited to a castle otherwise. It's been a while since we got to fully catch up with you. Unfortunately, you're not really aware of the deeper things that are going on right now. It's been a while since Bose. Oh yeah, we met him and yeah, he must have told you. Don't think Klaus knows about our real mission either. She's pretty busy as always, so I don't think she would have been able to make it. Yeah, pretty sure the banquet's just for the Duke's, benefit. Amalthea pretty much wants everyone here. Oh yeah, well, we know what's going on with General Morgan, but, yeah. Well, sort of. Well, unfortunately, if Colonel Richard has his way, then that proxy position is going to be permanent. Yeah, staying in this place for too long would probably not end well right now. I will be sure to go back to Pose someday. Statement of the year right there. Oh no, he's been there too. And considering, that you surprisingly didn't get that many complaints when Olivier drank all that wine, what he did must have been way worse. And anyway, here we have both Mayor Klaus and Dean Dumbledore. Don't I mention this before, but someone actually pointed out that, when I showed his voice in the voiced version of the play, his voice even sounds like Dumbledore in the Japanese dubs of Harry Potter, apparently. Yeah, so he's kinda acting as the proxy for the Ruin region, given that they don't exactly have a mayor right now. I'm pretty sure Dean Collins is there as some kind of an education minister. Okay, so he's normally supposed to be here. I think according to them, it's exactly the time to be holding a feast, and that's why this is so suspicious. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure his stance on any issue is whatever Colonel Richard tells him at this point. You know Claudia as well. Yeah, she just kind of vanished, but, well, yeah, we know in the cutscene that she was probably captured by the Intelligence Division. No, she didn't. She was right here. She was very close, but... I'm gonna have to find some way to get to her. This here's the library. And apparently the Intelligence Division has been rifling through certain documents. But let's finally do what we're actually supposed to, and, well first, let's check here. This is normally where official business goes on. And go where we're not supposed to, talking to this guy. Well, that's at least better than getting shot, but still, nope, not gonna go there. In here is where the banquet is going to be held. You can see people setting up for it. Okay, so the chef specializes in imperial cuisine. Yep, here is that pro chef they were talking about. Down here is a kind of a storage cellar. There's also a fairly suspiciously big locked door here. So here's that throne room we weren't supposed to go into, so nice job, guards. Oh, okay, you actually do have to go into the garden terrace. I've always liked the way this place looks. They pretty much have a garden on top of the castle, which must have been pretty hard to grow, considering there's like marble stone for most of this. Funnily enough, that was exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so up here is where the Queen resides. However, it's under guard by the Intelligence Division, because of course it is. Oh, really? Maid quarters, huh? Maybe this is exactly who we're looking for. Well, this is certainly a lady you don't want to mess with. That was probably an epic death glare. Yeah, this is the person we were looking for. And she's kind of the opposite of Three Houses Hilda in that she's actually very committed to her work and is pretty busy. Not really, but we do know a friend of yours. Well, hopefully no one's listening at the door. Pretty sure now is the only time we can do this. So, we need to go back to our room now. But we do have a bit of a plan. We'll find out what said plan is later. But this is not our room. But you might be able to figure it out a little. If you paid attention to what she was saying. Yeah, we kinda had stuff to do. Yeah, pretty well connected is right at this point. Zin, I feel like you would be in the same boat. Zin actually does know someone pretty high up in Calvard, but that's for the second game. Well, that must be good, because in the real world, you gotta bother with stuff like visas and all of that. A long time ago, huh? Okay. Let me guess, that was Cassius, wasn't it? Alright, the fight with Lawrence was in the same day as this. I'm sorry, I don't think those two have any table manners. Yeah, this is one of those they bring the food out to you kind of deals. Pretty sure Estelle never pays attention to any of this stuff. At the very least, the Queen's probably not going to be here, and embarrassing herself in front of Duke Junan is not the worst thing in the world. Considering that there's no way that you can out-embarrassment him, because his very presence is an embarrassment. And yet more culture shock here, I guess. Yeah, true. I have a suspicion as to who that other one is. I mean, normally Olivier and Mayor Dalmor would be here, but both are indisposed for various reasons. And here he comes. And yep, I had a feeling who'd be accompanying him. By meeting, I'm guessing Colonel Richard was telling you exactly what to say here. probably making you memorize it as well. Oh yes, the pleasure is all ours! Just so as the whole uncouth soldier's uniform thing could be a little bit of a... I don't know, just a hand wave of the fact they couldn't make a new sprite for him in formal clothes. And Amalfi is here too, she's just kinda hovering in the background. Well, she was the one who kind of came for him. Maybe I was kind of biased here because she actually owns that restaurant, but still. Of course, that was a bit of a backhanded compliment. And speaking of backhanded compliments, I love when someone slips in an insult towards someone else and that person is too oblivious to realize they've been insulted. Yes, unfortunately, and very unfortunately, they kind of are. Okay, but what are we really here for? Well, we all saw that coming. You've probably forgotten your lines, haven't you? Well, that sounds very ominous. I doubt she actually said that. Yes, no signs at all. Everyone seems to realize something's up with this. Well, when can you actually do that? I can see your point there. Well, maybe it's a good thing Olivier wasn't here, otherwise there might have been implications. Yeah, kind of subtly blackmailing them into going along with it. They're like, you know, if you show any objections to this, then Erebonia might think that we're fractured, and they might see it as an excuse to invade. And, well, there's no way she could possibly be as bad as him. You say that, and yet you're agreeing to arrange a marriage for her at the same time. Oh, so you're actually bringing that up right now. This year? Okay, this had better be good. That's a good point. Why were we even invited here? I mean, it does seem like Richard actually rigged the tournament so we'd win. Okay, so I guess the guild needs to be informed. Yeah, you say that, and then all the events of Chapter 1 were, a thing. And that was involving one of the more reasonable members of the army. Comparatively speaking. So yeah, we're pretty much doomed. You should get out of here while you still can. Yeah, Stell's not good about blurting out things. Oh, right, yeah, that. Please tell me you haven't already forgotten. That walk that we promised to do afterwards. This is actually a Bracer thing, but something that only we know right now. Well, he's pretty massive. Yeah, we need to find out if she's being coerced and how much of this is actually all true. And so, to Hilda! Totally agree on that point. Which is exactly what we're gonna do right now. Castle blueprints, eh? What would the Intelligence Division want with castle blueprints? Uh-oh, that's not good. Yes, this is bad. This is really, really bad. This is really bad. Yeah, you were hoping to swoop in and take credit for that, but instead, Chloe called Julia on them. Oh, of course you did. Again, Intelligence Division, it's kind of their job to know everything. She does not like us at all. There's really no way we can refuse at this point.